It's a delight to have you all here today. Delving into the realm of narcissism opens up a fascinating exploration of how it shapes our interactions with others. Brace yourselves for an enlightening discussion on this intricate and crucial topic. Isn't it peculiar how narcissists perpetually view themselves as superior to others? It's as though they wear tinted glasses that distort their perception, convincing them that everyone else is either inferior or exists solely to serve their needs. Why do they harbor such illusions? Well, it boils down to their insatiable thirst for power and control. This warped perspective fuels their belief in the efficacy of deception as a means to manipulate and dominate others without repercussions. It's essential to recognize that they harbor no qualms about employing tactics like gaslighting, manipulation, and outright falsehoods to achieve their objectives. Narcissists manifest in various guises, whether overt, covert, grandiose, or malevolent. Yet, beneath these diverse facades lies a common desire to maintain dominion and assert authority over others, employing any means necessary to preserve their grip on power. They'll push boundaries and resort to any measure to safeguard their position. However, here's the crux. The key to safeguarding yourself against their machinations lies in understanding their tactics. By identifying the hallmarks of narcissistic behavior, you empower yourself to navigate relationships more effectively and shield yourself from their cunning schemes. Join us on this journey as we unravel the intricacies of narcissism and equip ourselves with the tools needed to cultivate healthier, more fulfilling connections. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more engaging discussions like this one. Together, we can navigate the labyrinth of human dynamics and emerge stronger than ever before. If you aim to safeguard yourself and cultivate healthy relationships amidst the tumult of narcissism, understanding their modus operandi is paramount. This entails establishing firm boundaries, discerning their attempts at manipulation, and prioritizing your own well-being and safety. Vigilance is key, for narcissists excel at exerting control over others. Mastery in navigating interactions with them is essential across all spheres, be it dating, marriage, familial dynamics, or the workplace. They endeavor to assert intellectual superiority through convoluted discourse and gaslighting tactics, fostering the illusion of their infallibility. Confrontation with a narcissist merely fuels their sense of self-importance, akin to futilely banging one's head against a solid wall. To decipher the underlying dynamics, maintaining a stance of informed awareness is imperative. Narcissists often deflect accountability onto others, casting aspersions that label you as the narcissist or attribute blame to your doorstep. However, their words should wield no power over your psyche. It's your response that carries weight. Narcissists recoil from offering apologies, cognizant of the tarnishing effect it inflicts upon their facade of superiority. Instead of awaiting contrition, observe their actions. They speak volumes where words falter. In my recent discourse, I underscored the potency of silence as a formidable riposte. Narcissists adeptly wield nonverbal cues to inflict harm surreptitiously, manipulating perceptions and sowing discord amongst allies. It behooves one to remain attuned to these ploys and steadfast in guarding against their deceit. Narcissists harbor a delusion of intellectual grandeur, even if they pale in comparison to luminaries like Einstein. They insidiously tamper with your psyche through gaslighting, sowing seeds of doubt regarding your memory and mental well-being. They may even implore you to seek therapy, absolving themselves of culpability. Crafty, isn't it? Resist the allure of their mind games, for indulging in their theatrics merely inflates their ego. Instead, maintain a stance of detachment from the drama and exhibit discernment in identifying their manipulative maneuvers. Narcissists are adept at evading accountability, eschewing apologies and subverting truths. Should you anticipate them owning up to their transgressions, prepare for disappointment. Such an admission is unlikely to materialize. So, how do you navigate the tumult of their disruptive behavior? It's simple. Steer clear of their sphere and adopt the demeanor of an unassuming grey rock when obliged to engage with them. In the realm of dating or relationships, they'll deploy a myriad of tactics to fulfill their desires, be it concocting tales of a dead phone or conveniently neglecting to respond to messages. Their repertoire of tricks knows no bounds. When confronted with facts, they'll either sidestep the issue or fabricate falsehoods. Beware also of covert narcissists, masters of clandestine mischief-making. Refrain from succumbing to their web of deceit. Engaging in a skirmish with a narcissist resembles a futile endeavour akin to bashing one's head against an impenetrable wall. It yields no fruitful outcome. They wield lies and deceit with consummate skill, inducing incessant self-doubt within their targets. Proficient in the art of gaslighting, they manipulate perceptions, casting shadows of doubt upon your sanity to obfuscate their tracks. Should you seek discourse, do so judiciously, for their intent lies not in rational discourse, but in exerting control. To counter these manipulative forces, silence can be your most potent ally. Confrontation merely emboldens them. It was a hard-won lesson for me to realize that reasoning with narcissists is an exercise in futility. They dismissed my words with disdain, prompting me to sever ties with these perilous individuals. Narcissists are innately self-absorbed, incapable of transcending their myopic worldview. It's imperative to distance yourself from toxic environments where your emotions are disregarded. Refuse to fall prey to their snares. Trust your instincts and stand firm in your convictions. Remember, their behavior is emblematic of narcissistic traits. They may clamor for respite, only to return unscathed, as if their transgressions were mere trifles. They may incite conflict only to reel you back in with displays of affection. Do not be swayed by their artifice. Their primary objective is to tarnish your reputation. Once their true colours are revealed, they'll struggle to conceal their innate nature. Narcissists are entrenched in their ways and loath to embrace change. Nasty people are hard to trust. I know because I've dealt with a lot of them. Because of past pain or the need to be in charge, they put up walls that make it hard for them to connect with others. They need to control because as kids they felt helpless. For each type of ego, there are different ways to deal with them. The overt ones use violence and threats, while the covert ones like to keep quiet, spread stories, and play mind games. They will try to hurt you if you don't know how to fight back. It's not worth your time to try to talk sense into a toxic personality. When someone tries to gaslight you, you should back away and stop interacting with them. They are good at tricking, lying, and gaslighting people. Nasty people like to lie to get what they want, which is power and trust. They want your supply, which is really just your trust. To do this, they'll get close to you, use your resources, or even move in with you. They are very good at tricking people into believing lies that help them get what they want at your cost. People sometimes lie just to boost their ego. They like the rush of power that comes from causing fights to hurt you. Others make up problems to get out of the relationship and move on to the next person they want to hurt. It's a complicated web of lies meant to catch you. It's important to be able to tell the truth when people are lying. When you feel like something isn't right, listen to your gut. Even if gaslighting hides the truth, if someone's feelings for you change a lot, from being warm to cold, that's a clear sign they are lying. When you're not around, they might act nice, but when you are, they might become distant, maybe getting involved in other things. Don't believe what they're telling you. I hope that this talk has shown you how complicated lying can be and has served as a warning. Don't trust people who don't deserve it. It's smart to take a step back when you notice lies or attempts to trick you. These kinds of actions rarely get better, especially if they start out very early on. If someone you're interested in is lying or manipulating you, that's a red flag that they might be selfish and make you doubt your own worth. Conspiracy is a game for narcissists, a way to use, control, and boost their weak ego. These unhealthy relationships drain your energy and hurt your feelings. This evil is not what you deserve. Getting out of these kinds of situations is very important. Put your mental and physical health ahead of everything else. We're glad you could join us in this chat. If you liked it, show your thanks by liking and sharing it. Your feedback is very helpful and can help others who are going through the same things. Please share this conversation with people who could benefit from it, and don't forget to subscribe for more posts like this. Your help makes our goal to help people in need possible. Hey there, wonderful people, and welcome back to another captivating installment on my channel. A warm welcome to all our new subscribers and followers. Your return to my content is greatly appreciated. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, don't forget to hit that like button. Haven't subscribed yet? Well, there's no time like the present. Today, we're delving into a topic that holds immense significance for many of you. It's a topic that can profoundly impact your relationships with certain individuals if approached and applied wisely. We're diving into the repercussions of ignoring narcissists. Yes, you heard me correctly. Ignoring a narcissist carries significant weight, and it's crucial to understand the implications. Whether you've dealt with a narcissist in the past, are currently entangled with one, or may encounter one in the future, be it in professional or familial settings, this advice demands your undivided attention. It has the potential to be life-changing. Narcissists come armed with a repertoire of tactics to ensnare you. However, there are strategies you can employ to heal and shield yourself from their manipulations, and one of the most effective strategies, ignoring them. Let me emphasize this point. Ignoring a narcissist will provoke a strong reaction. Narcissists detest being ignored. It's more than just a minor annoyance to them. This aversion runs deep, which is why they despise being left without interaction. Ignoring narcissists drives them to the brink of insanity. Understanding this mindset is crucial because it's not merely about avoiding the occasional missed call or unanswered text. It's about making a deliberate choice to consistently withhold responses to their attempts to draw you back into their chaotic world. Every day, you must reaffirm your decision not to engage with their efforts to reel you back in. Consistently choosing not to engage signals your commitment to removing their negative influence from your life. It requires dedication and persistence, but it paves the way for a happier, more peaceful existence, free from their manipulative grasp. Feeling perplexed about whether someone's behavior is merely eccentric or genuinely concerning is a common experience. At times, you may find yourself questioning their grip on reality, especially when their actions seem disconnected from the norms of society. Their responses might lack empathy or understanding, leaving you wondering if there's a fundamental flaw in their cognitive processes. Deciphering whether this unusual behavior is indicative of their true character, or if you're simply misinterpreting the signs, can be challenging. However, one effective approach to addressing this uncertainty is through selective engagement. This involves limiting your responses without completely cutting off communication. For instance, if they inundate you with messages throughout the day, consider replying to only a few. Similarly, you might choose to answer just one of their persistent phone calls. By selectively engaging, You establish clear boundaries and gain insights into the nature of the individual's behavior, particularly if they exhibit narcissistic tendencies. Typically, narcissists react strongly and immediately to being ignored, intensifying their efforts to regain your attention. Your phone may be bombarded with a barrage of urgent and demanding messages, and they may become fixated on why you're not responding to their attempts to communicate. Narcissists exhibit this behavior because they despise being overlooked. This intense response is deeply rooted in narcissism. Their craving for attention and validation is insatiable, and feeling ignored triggers a profound blow to their self-esteem. In their desperation to regain your attention and reaffirm their worth, they are willing to go to great lengths, often resorting to extreme measures. Dealing with individuals seemingly influenced by negative forces or demonic spirits can be immensely challenging, particularly when their aim is to sow chaos and discord. In such cases, one of the most challenging yet crucial strategies is to simply ignore them. While this approach may seem counterintuitive, it is grounded in a profound logic. Choosing to ignore someone under such circumstances signifies your refusal to be drawn into their destructive cycle. For a narcissist, this disengagement is infuriating. The act of being ignored stirs up deep-seated feelings of childhood neglect or abuse, which may have contributed to the development of their narcissistic tendencies. Thus, ignoring a narcissist goes beyond mere disappointment. It strikes at the core of their emotional vulnerabilities, reminding them of the feelings of insignificance and abandonment they have long sought to escape. If you choose to ignore a narcissist, particularly if you share living space with them, be prepared for their behavior to escalate. Initially, you may notice subtle changes, such as personal belongings being misplaced or tampered with. Despite their ineffective tactics, they are attempting to elicit a response from you. However, your steadfast refusal to engage and provide the reaction they seek may lead them to resort to more aggressive and destructive behaviors. They may resort to damaging or destroying your possessions in a desperate bid to regain your attention. Embracing the grey rock method, where you become as uninteresting and unresponsive as possible, might seem effective. However, be cautious, as this approach could actually fuel their efforts to regain dominance or provoke an emotional reaction from you. In these scenarios, narcissists behave akin to mischievous puppies, craving attention and resorting to destructive behaviors to garner it. While puppies act instinctively and seek interaction, narcissists exhibit such behaviors as a means of asserting dominance and control, stemming from underlying psychological issues. Narcissists resemble children throwing tantrums when ignored, desperately craving attention. Just as young children may resort to disruptive behaviors like tantrums or even property damage when their attempts to gain attention are overlooked, narcissists may escalate their tactics to elicit a response. Managing a narcissist can feel akin to handling a toddler trapped in an adult's body, making this comparison particularly apt. The adage, "An idle mind is the devil's workshop," holds true here. Narcissists abhor being ignored because it leaves them idle, deprived of the validation they crave to affirm their existence and self-worth. Their aversion to being ignored is deeply rooted in their psychological makeup. Narcissists rely on external validation to sustain their fragile sense of self, and being ignored cuts off their main source of validation, plunging them into a state of inner emptiness filled with negative thoughts and desperate urges for attention. This inner void often compels narcissists to resort to provocative behaviors in a bid to break the silence and indifference. When ignored, they are forced to confront their true selves, a prospect they vehemently avoid. The silence and disengagement only amplify the negative narrative within them, strengthening the inner voice that constantly whispers of their inadequacy, unworthiness, and perceived rejection. Their perception of your silence validates their harshest inner criticisms, amplifying their discomfort. This clarifies why dismissing or avoiding narcissists often triggers such intense responses. They interpret your silence as an existential threat rather than a personal offense, stripping away external validation and forcing them to confront their unfavorable self-perceptions, a confrontation they desperately seek to evade. This dual impact renders ignoring or severing ties with narcissists one of the most potent counteractions, promptly undermining their self-image and coping mechanisms, leading to profound distress. For narcissists, being ignored equates to a threat to their very existence. To grasp their behavior, consider their reliance on external attention and validation to uphold their self-esteem. Your withdrawal of adulation and affirmation is perceived as an attempt to suffocate them emotionally. They often insinuate, sometimes aggressively, that you're attempting to figuratively injure or annihilate them. These accusations may appear excessive, particularly when your actions haven't warranted such extreme responses. Yet, this overreaction underscores their dire need for external validation to navigate emotional survival. Understanding their exaggerated reaction to being disregarded can guide your approach to the situation, aiding in crafting an exit strategy or establishing firm boundaries. However, caution is paramount. If you're not prepared to sever ties with the narcissist entirely, ignoring them may not be the most prudent course of action. It's a simple yet weighty truth. Ignoring a narcissist without complete detachment could escalate their behavior. Comparing the fallout to the defensive response of helmeted frogs underscores its unexpected and intense nature. This metaphor illustrates how proximity to or involvement with a narcissist, despite attempts to ignore them, can swiftly turn a seemingly innocuous scenario into a hostile one. Prepare for turmoil. The chaos and fury you thought you were familiar with may intensify. Their response to being disregarded, while not completely severed, could become volatile as they perceive it as a deliberate denial of something they crave. Distinguishing between implementing a no-contact policy and simply avoiding a narcissist in their presence is crucial. Going no contact entails completely disconnecting from them, depriving them of the narcissistic supply they seek. Conversely, ignoring them without removing yourself from the situation can exacerbate matters. It's akin to waving a red flag in front of a bull. You're present but not engaging, which can agitate them further. I feel compelled to address a common misconception. Some believe that ignoring a narcissist will cause them to vanish. It's important to understand that narcissists don't truly abandon others. Instead, they place them on a shelf, keeping them available for future use. Ignoring a narcissist does more than simply postpone their actions. It elicits a profound reaction. It seems that ignoring them ignites a malevolent force within them. This reaction is potent because the narcissist perceives being ignored as more than just neglect. It exposes them to internal conflicts and triggers, dredging up their deepest, often childhood, traumas. Their inability to confront their inner turmoil results in unpredictable and often escalating reactions. Understanding the ramifications of ignoring a narcissist is crucial, as it delves into their deepest insecurities. This insight aids in navigating the complexities of interacting with such individuals. I trust you found this information valuable as we draw to a close. Remember to prioritize your well-being today. Self-care is essential. In the next video, I'll offer further guidance on this topic. Let's all strive for healing and personal growth. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Your support enables us to raise awareness and assist others facing similar challenges. Thank you for watching, and may your journey be filled with strength and healing.